my parents were Christian and everybody I knew was Christian, but I didn't really want that because I didn't feel like God cared about me or loved me because I had a whole bunch of toxic friends. They always talked behind my back and made me feel like a really small person all the time, and I would come home crying almost every day after school. I just went to church. It was just a place. My parents decided that we would just go and try out some other churches, and Celebration was probably the third one we went to, I think. When we went, it was a party and I liked it a lot. As my family started getting more connected to the church, everybody thought we were such good Christians, which was hard for me because I didn't actually feel the connection with God at all. It was like a fake relationship, I was just putting on a mask or whatever. The summer before I went to Rizn Camp, I wasn't old enough to go, so then the next year when I was old enough, I was like, no, I have to go. I really want to go. It looked so fun. I was super nervous because I didn't know anybody at all, but then when we got to camp, I met everybody in my dorm, and I met Cassie, my dorm leader, and she just made me feel super welcome and safe and secure. On Tuesday night, they talked about forgiveness and letting go of things that you've been holding against people, and I had been holding a lot of anger and bitterness towards people who had made me feel worthless and that I wasn't anybody and I didn't mean anything. And that night, the guest speaker's wife prayed over me, and I prayed to God too that he would just help me forgive those people and that I wouldn't feel anger against them anymore. And I just felt a huge load lift off of me, and that I just felt so connected to God after that because I had let go of all that anger and bitterness. That night I rededicated my life to God because I just realized how much he did love me and that he did care for me. The next day was Holy Spirit night, and on that night I had a leader pray over me that I would receive the Holy Spirit, and I ended up receiving the Holy Spirit. Everything just became real after that, and all my doubts were washed away, and I just felt so happy that I could spend my life with God, and it wasn't like a fake relationship anymore. It was actually real. After that connection with Jesus, worship was better, the sermons were better, everything was just better. After Rizn Camp, my family was more close because my siblings had also gone to Rizn Camp, and we all now for sure had a deep relationship with God. And then at church, I felt like I actually belonged because I knew people and I was connected in worship, and I started serving more in Rizn and in kids, and I just felt like I belonged. And now I have leaders and friends that are helping me grow my relationship with God and just loving me and encouraging me and building me up.